الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين صلى الله على نبي الكريم وعلى آله طيبين طاهرين وأصحابه الغر الميامين وعلينا معهم أجمعين بمنك اللهم وكرمك وجودك يا أكرم الأكرمين ويا أجود الأجودين ويا أرحم الراحمين. أما بعد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. We thank Allah and glorify His name, and we ask His peace and blessings upon our leader and patron Muhammad, members of his household, his faithful companions, and all those who follow the guidance that he brought until the day of Qiyamah. Ameen. Incidentally, and paradoxically at that, I'm going to say the direct opposite of everything that has been said here. You have talked about incubating ideas, actualizing them, sustaining them. I am going to talk about the terminator of ideas. I am also going to talk about the exposer of the hidden deeds of man. We all look good and great, almost angelic, all of us. Are we who we really seem to be? Well, I don't know the answer. But there's something that will expose all of this, and that is inevitable. Everyone must pay the price of death. Allah has not forgiven anyone from dying. Everyone will die. One day, one night, one afternoon, as a result of illness, or even without illness at all. One day we will die. But, you see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created human beings, and He has said in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ذُيِّنَ للناس حب الشهوات من النساء والبنين والقناطير المقنطرة من الذهب والفضة والخيل المسومة والحرث ذلك متاع الحياة الدنيا والله عنده حسن المآب. صدق الله العظيم. Allah said we have made very alluring for men حب الشهوات, the love of things that are pleasant. So every human being is naturally hedonistic. That is, we all love pleasant things. We love success. Who wants to be a failure? Anyone here? I want to be a success. And I'm sure you want to succeed too. We love to dress well. We love to speak well. We love to take pride in our children. I will say, look, that's my son. You've not seen him in a long time. He's now a big boy. He's a graduate now. And any moment from now, he's going to get married. So please, we hope you do us the honor when we invite you. We all love all of this. That is the nature. That's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us. وَالْكَنَاطِيرِ الْمُقَنْطَرَةِ. Well, let me just say, we love a very comfortable bank balance. And in these days, you wake up in the middle of the night and check your phone. You can check it really on phone. You check UBA, and in the middle of the night to yourself, you are smiling, you are happy, you are satisfied, you are proud of your achievement, and without knowing it, you are telling yourself, yes, man, That's me. That's the result of intelligence. I have planned. I have worked so hard. So I really, really, really deserve this. I've earned it. And, that's the way it should be. It's the result of hard work. So we love to be comfortable. A comfortable bank balance. We love to set something aside for the rainy days. Not June, July, and August, but the days that rain will start and will not stop. Some of us, we love to take pride in our farm and our produce. I have plantation. So hunger is out of the way. And then we take pride in our ride. The kind of car that you drive. You don't care about what drives you. It is that which you drive that you care about. And you want to make a show of it. You can tell us about cars. The Lamborghini, the Maserati, and all. The one that has 4 gears, that's out of, order now. There is 6, there is 8. And the one that can fly and that can drive on the road and that can be on water. So you are really the conqueror. But something will come to conquer you. And that is inevitable. Death. What is death? It is the separation of the body and the soul. Originally, they were disparate. The body was made of earthy materials. That's where Adam was created from. And the soul is heavenly, celestial. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, breathed life into the body and decreed that it will remain there for a time. The hadith of the Prophet has already explained this to us, how we're gathered 40 days until the time when Allah, according to the hadith, فَيَنْفُخُ فِيهِ الرُّوحِ, and the soul, life, is breathed into it. And this is for a time. But this is a marriage. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could conduct. No one else could put soul into the body. No one else will take the soul away from the body. But then a struggle starts. The soul wants to return to its celestial space, and the body wants to go back to its space down here on the earth. It is the result, aging is a result of this struggle. And when I saw Honorable Justice Habibullah Adewale Abiru, I see that he's getting old too. He's graying. Before, I remember one day he saw me, he said, Imam, so you started using glasses. And I looked at him and smiled. I said, okay, now. So you started using glasses. Seriously speaking, one day, the soul will get out of the body. And the soul will return to a place that it has earned for itself. Some soul will return to the Sijin, And others will return to the illijin. You know what sijin is? It's like the slammer. Some souls on separation from the body will be slammered. They will be slammer jammered. And others will be elevated. They will be in the illijin, the highest part of heaven. It's such a pity that we have to pray Zuhur. And I cannot go into the details. But let me just quickly conclude. We take care of our bodies. You have taken a bath this morning. Have you? Anyone that has not taken a bath this morning, please put up your hand. Let me see you. All right? No one. Somebody must be lying, I know. All right? You brush your teeth every morning. Anyone has not done it this morning? I know you know, raise up your hand. Don't worry about it. But you see, unfortunately, this body will disintegrate. First, the color will change. As soon as it is put there, its color will change. It will become red. Then it will become green. Then it will turn black. Then there are insects. These insects are not from the earth. They are right inside of us now, but they are inactive. It's like you keep bacteria in the refrigerator. It becomes inactive until it thaws. When we die, these insects will be activated and they will start work and they will start to devour the body. So they will eat up everything. Your fine face, your beautiful complexion, your comely figure, your gait, your pose, and everything. And it will strip you to the bones. And that is the first stage. And then another set will come and start to work on the bones. And then the bones will also degenerate. It will rust, it will cake, and it will become earth. And then nobody will be able to even identify the place you are buried. But you see, there is a life after this life, before the ultimate life. So we are on a stage, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us it is 2 lives and 2 deaths. أحييت نثنتين وآمات نثنتين. We will live twice and die twice. We were dead and now we are alive. Then we will die and then we will come alive again. All these things are not what is important. What is important is there is a system of record keeping. There is a tracker within you. A tracker. I think you understand that language. It tracks everything that you do. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them a name. He said they are kiraman katibin. يَعْلَمُونَ مَا تَفَعَلُونَ. They are honored writers. They know everything that you do. They keep record. And this record is indestructible. Indestructible because it is being kept by those who are assigned by Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So Allah has given you life as a blank page. Blank. What do you write into it? Yes, Islam is balanced. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ taught us that prayer in the Quran. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنًا. So they have talked to us about the hasana of this dunya. And that is to be enterprising, to be successful, to be focused, to have integrity, to have all of this hasana of this world. But then, after that, there is an intermediary stage, intermediate life. It is called Hayatul Barzakhiyya. Some of us live right, take stock, and maybe even the way to go is just to summarize the rest of my lecture with the hadith of the prophets. The Prophet ﷺ said, لا يزال قدم عبد يوم القيامة حتى يسأل عن خمس. لا يزال قدم عبد يوم القيامة حتى يسأل عن خمس. عن عمره فيما أفناه وعن شبابه فيما أبلاه وعن ماله من أين اكتسب وفيما أنفق وماذا عمل بما علم. And this is the summary of my lecture. The Prophet ﷺ said, nobody will be able to move one step before Allah on the day of judgment until he or she is able to answer 5 questions.
All praises and gratitude is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the controller of all affairs. Admonition Islamic Center hereby expresses solidarity with Nigerians at this critical moment of our nationhood due to the scourge of COVID-19 globally. We especially feel for the Muslim Ummah, who from all indications will have to start the 2020 Ramadan season in complete lockdown. There won't be Taraweeh, no physical tafsir sessions, no joint iftar, no itikaf, and possibly no Eid al-Fitr prayers. For the same reason, the AIC is supposed to be 10 years this year, and arrangements have been concluded to feature 10 guest speakers for 10 hours at the prestigious National Art Theatre Igomu, Lagos on Saturday 2nd May 2020. But by Allah's will, it will not hold again. We take solace in the fact that Allah is the best of all planners and He alone knows best. We beseech Allah to spare our lives till next year's Ramadan 2021, inshallah. We pray for Allah's forgiveness, that Allah heals the world, put an end to this pandemic, and give us the privilege to be together for His sake again, to witness more Ramadan in good health. Ameen. Inshallah, our focus this 2020 Ramadan in our own little way is to provide foodstuffs to the fasting Muslims who are in need. May your rewards be great with Allah as you join us to make this dream a reality. For inquiries, call 0802-335-5870, 0808-690-5870, or 0708-378-7920. Account details: Admonition Islamic Center, Bank, Sterling Bank. Account number 050-021-1796. Lukman Adekombi for AIC. Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan, Ramadan, ya Habib.
How many questions? Just 5 questions. Number 1 question. عن عمره فيما أفنى. How do you spend your life? That's the first question that you are going to answer. That is a day that you cannot lie. That's a day that the service of a senior advocate will be useless. All right? That's a day about which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ شَأْنٌ يُغْنِي. Everyone will be preoccupied. So, a whole life, those of you who are above 60, above 70, above 80, 90, just take, we have 2 weeks of fasting now already, Abi. Now take stock. How have you spent the last 14 days, minute by minute? Can you recall? Do you have a record of it? Anyone has a record of it? You are going to give a minute by minute account of your entire lifetime. And that is question number 1. If you pass, then you can move on to question number 2. Question number 2. وَأَنْ شَبَابِهِ فِيمَ أَبْلَى. Allah will ask you about your youth, how you have blown it, how you have expended it. A lot of people, when they are getting old, they become religious. How did you spend your youthful days when you had energy, when you had everything? So many people who knew me in the past 25 years did not know me wearing glasses. And so, Allah will ask me, before Dr. Alimi made it compulsory for me to wear glasses, how did I use my sight? I'm lucky though. I use it for reading. I don't use it for sight. So I can see clearly. I can drive without it. I can do so many things without it. Some people may not be as lucky. But you will give account of your strength, your sight, your hearing. When you are youthful, that's question number 2. And what you used to do when you were young, in the primary school, in the secondary school. I trust Wale was very calm, very gentle in the secondary school. His account is going to be very easy. What about you? You know what you did? You have stolen books in the library. Up till now, you have not thought of returning those books. Those are baggages that you are going to carry. You have stolen slippers. You've stolen canvas. You've stolen sandals. You have not even up till today thought of returning those things. Don't talk about biro. They don't steal it. They only borrow it. You are laughing, but then it's serious. The second question that Allah will ask you. The third that Allah will ask you concern the subject matter of what Sharifat Andu had been talking to you about. Wa amalihi min aina iktasaba. How did you make your money? It's one thing to make money. It's one thing to be able to account for it, because you will account for every kobo. Every kobo you will account for. Abdurrahman bin Auf was one of the 10 Sahaba that was given certificate of paradise from the life of this world. And one day, many years after the death of the Prophet ﷺ, Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha saw a dream. And in that dream, he saw all of the Sahaba, at least the 10 that were given certificate of paradise on earth in their various palaces in Jannah. But Abdurrahman bin Auf was not there. He said she had that from the Prophet. And the Prophet was worried because Abdurrahman bin Auf was there. And later, after waiting for so long, he emerged, worn out, thoroughly jaded. You know, he was, like you say, you know, overgasted and flaggerwhelmed. And the Prophet asked, what happened to you, Ya Abdurrahman bin Auf? He said, it is those people at the gates. They insisted that I must account for every kobo of my wealth. The day Aisha related this to Abdurrahman bin Auf, he gave 1,000. His caravan just arrived Medina, and it consisted of about 1,000 camels. It's the equivalent of 1,000 trailer loads. He gave it in sadaqah. He said, Allah, please, I don't want the delay of 1 minute before I enter paradise. The more you have, the longer it takes for you to account for it. So please acquire. It is not haram, but be ready to answer. Fourth, even after you have accounted for how you got it, there is a fourth question. Now that Allah has been gracious to you, He has given you so much money, how did you spend it? It is just all about yourself. You bought cars, you built houses, you went on holidays, expensive holidays, you adorned yourself. وَلَا يَخُذُونَ عَلَى طُعَامِ الْمِسْكِينِ. So, you will not only account for how you got money, you will account for how you spent money. And finally, Allah will ask you, you have read books, you have listened to lectures, local people like us, and international preachers who speak better English, who are better coordinated. All of these that you have listened to, how did it impact on your life? Did it impact positively? Did it result in attitudinal changes? Did you become a man or woman of integrity? Did it elevate you, or did it relegate you? If you are able to answer these 5 questions, you pass to the next stage. How are you preparing to answer at least these 5 questions? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.